All right, boys, we are back, and it's time to continue year 4 with our Arizona Coyotes. The last video we started the season simulation. We're 1 month in, and we've got a pretty good record, 7-2-2, which is good because I just want to do a bunch of simulating in this video. I want to go up to the trade deadline, and the quicker we can get to the trade deadline, the better, because there's a few things I want to talk about. First of all, you know, the new Civ game is out. It's October 24th, and I just went out this morning, picked it up, Beyond Earth. So I want to get one of those videos up today for you guys. So if there's any Civ fans that are listening to this video right now, the new Beyond Earth Civilization game will be uploaded, the very first episode in the new series. And the good thing about it is I have not played it at all yet. So I'll probably play like my own single player as I'm doing the online series for you guys, but the very first episode that is released today will be like a introduction to the game, first time playthrough. It'll be like 30 minutes. I don't even know what it'll do. All right. But yeah, that's going to be coming up today. But, you know, what I want to do in this simulation is I'm just going to hit best lines anytime something pops up, even if our record is not looking that good, just because like I know I normally don't do that, but I know I'm not going to be able to multitask working on my team while talking about the next subject. And, you know, the next subject I want to talk about, you know, I got nothing on front of me. I'm just going to go here. So if I don't mean to offend or insult anyone, you know, I don't mean to be insensitive towards anyone, you know, so I'll just apologize ahead of time just in case that does happen. But I want to talk about the Ottawa shootings that happened a few days ago, just because absolutely tragic event. I mean, we got a soldier, Nathan Cirillo, Corporal Nathan Cirillo, who's no longer alive. You know, his family, his friends don't get to see him anymore. He was on guard duty in Ottawa, our nation's capital, on a war memorial, unarmed, for God's sakes. All right, now hang on, best line. I'm just gonna go best lines. I don't care. I want to talk about this. Unarmed. All right. Just on guard duty one day at a war memorial downtown Ottawa, and some fucking maniac comes up and ends his life. And again, his friends and family don't get to see him anymore. And it's just like, it fills you with such fucking anger, you know what I mean? Like, because I don't mean to make fun of Americans, I don't mean to be insensitive, but this is something that you hear of, you know, down in America. It's like, you know, the murders from, like, you know, crazy people going nuts with guns and stuff. You know, you always turn on the TV and, you know, well, here you go in California, or here you go in Chicago, or here you go in New York. But when it happens in Ottawa, you know, it really hits close to home, and it fucking infuriates me, because I've been to Ottawa, I've been there. And the stories that have been coming out, you know, it's, again, a lot of this is speculation. Everything that I'm telling you guys right now is coming off of news websites or CBC.ca or the TV channel CBC, you know, just been watching that, listening, reading. So, again, I could be wrong in some of the things that I'm saying here, right? But, you know, this guy, this maniac, who I will not name, fucking just goes in, shoots this guy. There's tons of, like, innocent civilians around, right? He could have shot other people. Thank God in Canada, you know, he apparently he wasn't able to get a firearm legally, so the only, like, firearm he was able to get was like a 7-shot Winchester rifle or something like that, semi-automatic, and he didn't reload. Like, thank God. Imagine if he had his hands on like a fully automatic AK or some shit. You know, then you definitely would have innocent civilians being killed. Thank God it was only one man, and it's horrible to say that, but, you know, it could have been a lot worse. But I just want to say this to all Canadians, you know, don't let this attack be an excuse to change your lifestyle. Like, don't take matters in your own hands. Don't look at other ethnic groups now and think, you know, think differently of them, or, you know, because attacks like this, you know, to me, it's more about putting fear into us Canadians. It's, you know, like the Toronto Maple Leafs and Ottawa Senators game, for example, was postponed that day. And that makes sense. I understand that. But, you know, we need to get back to living like Canadians, because we can't, like, I was watching TV and all of a sudden, you know, we go into prevention mode. How can we prevent this from happening again? We need to make sure that this never happens again. And I'm thinking to myself, you'll never be able to stop maniacs from doing this kind of stuff, because the bad guys will always have the element of surprise. You can't guard every inch of your country at all times. It's impossible, because you pass the point where prevention becomes oppression. I'll give you an example, 9/11, right? And I'm not comparing 9/11 to this. 9/11 is on a completely different level. I'm just saying, after 9/11 happened, you know, we went into problem-solving mode of, okay, we got to make sure that this never happens again, right? So, you know, we got to make sure, like, for example, you want to make sure people don't hijack a plane again. Well, what you can do is you can make sure and strip search and give everyone a cavity search before they get on a plane. Everybody. You can have 4 Air Force Marshals guarding every exit with big-time rifles on every jet. You can have the cockpit completely locked like a bank vault with the 2 pilots up front that cannot be seen by anybody or interact by anybody. And hell, you can have an F-22 Raptor give an escort to every commercial flight, right? But that's missing the point. You're going past the point of prevention into oppression. And that's what I don't want to see here in Canada. You know what I mean? To me, us, the good guys, we have to absorb what the bad guys throw at us. We can't do things that change the way we do business, basically, right? And I was watching the TV and all I hear is, you know, oh, we need metal detectors in all the major buildings in the entire country. We need, like, an 8-man sniper squad on 24-hour watch in major cities. And it's just like, man, that's too much. That's, you know, I don't want to see Canada go down that route of, you know, because of fear, we start doing all these crazy things. To me, the way I look at it is, if this was, and this is what they're saying, it's like an ISIS-encouraged attack. If it was, well, fuck it. Let everyone take notice. Yeah, you can hit Canada, just like America. You can hit America, like the Boston bombings, right? But it's one thing to hit us and then get away with it. The Boston Marathon bombers, they didn't get away with it. Fuckers, they got caught. Same thing with the Ottawa shootings, you know? Yeah, he got 1 soldier, but that fucker got shot as well, you know? So you want to attack us, you want to attack our brothers to the south, you want to attack us, fine, you can do it. But you're going to get caught. We're going to catch you, we're going to find you, we're going to incarcerate you, or we're going to put a fucking bullet in your head. All right? So that needs to be the message. You know what I mean? Mess with us and we will catch you. It's one thing for somebody to get up and make a speech to everybody saying attack these countries, you know, blah, blah, blah. It's another thing to convince an individual to actually do it. And anyone who, you know, anyone who's looking at this now knows that you attack Canada, you know, the police, the SWAT, whatever we have, the RCMP, they will get out and they will fuck your shit up. All right? So volunteer all you want, you fucking maniacs. So that's all I want to say to you Canadians out there. You know, don't take things into your own hands. Don't play into what they want you to do. You know what I mean? Just like it's show your support for the family of Corporal Nathan Cirillo. You know what I mean? I really don't even know what to say. You know, but it's just you can't turn prevention into oppression. I just want to say that. You know what I mean? You have to keep on living your life, and fuck. It's just horrible, though. It fills me with such anger. I want to say some bad words and say some crazy things, but I really do have to guard myself here. I don't even know, what are we, 29, 16, and 3? I feel like I just blacked out a little bit. But yeah, all right, so I'm sure the comment section will be nuts, but yeah, there you go. So don't worry, Canadians. We be strong, just like our brothers and sisters to the south, and I know you guys are looking out for us down there. I was watching the highlights of it. What was it? It was like Philadelphia, Pittsburgh, or Boston and somebody else. You guys playing the Canadian national anthem for 2 American teams? That's sweet. See, us Canadians and Americans, we always, you know, it's like a big brother relationship. We always make fun of each other, fuck around. When the shit hits the fan, I know you guys got our back, and we got your back. Definitely. All right, that's enough of that. Let's get back into GM mode. I think I bored you guys too much. Talking to the wrong demographic here. All right, so 29, 16, and 3. I don't even know what our lineups are right now. Fucking Anze Kopitar, he's got 20 goals, 31 assists. He's leading our team. Kevin Klein's coming back from injury in 3 days. Boyle's been injured. Yeah, you guys will probably point out a bunch of stuff that I didn't even know. Oh, man, you know what? I won't be able to redo that speech. I gotta, let me just make sure I don't lose this video, because I ain't redoing this. Hang on a second here. I knew it. I freaking knew it. Whatever. I ain't going back and redoing that. I lost the footage, boys, but you know what? I'll figure out. You know what I'll do? I'll just get some, I'll just show you guys, like, all the history. You know what? I've already done it in the video for you guys, so you already know what it's doing. But yeah, so we're right here up in the beginning of February. Our record is 30, 17, and 3, which is great news. So let's just continue. Let's go all the way up into the trade deadline. I've just been going best lines the entire year just because, again, I knew for, like, it's one thing to talk about hockey and have stats in my head. It's another thing to actually just give an opinion about something. Best line. We'll just keep on doing this. Whatever's going on right now is working pretty good for us. Keith Yandle's been injured with an MCL sprain. That's not good. March 13th. All right, he'll be back for the playoffs. That's okay. We should be a playoff team. So this was the first step in turning around the Arizona. Oh my God, Riley Smith's now been injured with a sore knee, man. This was the first step of rebuilding the Arizona Coyotes, turning them into a consistent playoff team, a team that makes it to the postseason year after year after year. There's no guessing if we're a playoff team or not. And I think that's where we are now. You know, this is going to be the third year in a row now that we've made the playoffs, unless for some reason we start losing games, but I don't think we are. We've been winning games the entire year. And, you know what's actually interesting? Best lines again. What's actually interesting is that Mark Visentin and Darcy Kemper have been going back and forth the entire year, and Visentin actually has more wins. He got the 18 wins on the season. So last year it was Kemper who we had as our starting goalie, and I didn't, like, it's been automated goalie rotations the entire simulation here. So yeah, what we'll do here at the end is we'll take a look at the stats and see who the best choice would be. So Yandel's still out for an injury. Did Domi just get injured as well? Man, look at it every fucking day. Come on. I swear, like, I put up my friggin' medical staff, and it's like it's gotten worse. It seems like there's a lot of injuries this year. Yeah, you guys won't see all the injuries that were happening while I was doing that. I was talking there. I was like, every 2 seconds I had to, like, best lines, best lines, best lines. All right, but at least we're winning games 37, 19, and 3. We could be first in the NHL with a record like that. Oh my God, 38, 19, and 3. I don't even think we need to make any changes here at the trade deadline. This is looking pretty good. 38, 19, and 3. Can we get one more before the trade deadline? Against the Anaheim Ducks, they're looking like they're trying to make the playoffs. Oh, we got another one. All right. 39, 19, and 3. Oh, you know what? Listen to this, boys. Look at this. Oh, hang on a second here. Scout. OHL, whatever. It doesn't matter. There you go. All right. Yeah, we'll do like an audio unboxing for, what is it called? Sid Meier's Civilization Beyond Earth. Oh, I can't wait to play this. This is my new crack cocaine right here. If this is if this is at all addictive like Civilization 5, I'm going to be addicted to it. All right, I promise you. I still play Civ 5. When did that game come out? I still play it just by myself. I know you guys want to see another Civilization 5 series. I got to build it up. I got enough going on right now. I got to take some time off so it builds up again. I've been waiting for this game, Beyond Earth. Oh, it looks so good. Oh, it looks so good. All right, so here we go. 40, 20, and 3. Where are we on? Oh, in the standings. 83 points. Yeah, we should be in a playoff position. All we need, I'd say, is another 6 wins, and we're in the playoffs. You know what I mean? So we're there. We're there. We're fine. So we don't have to worry about trying to make the playoffs. Maybe, well, it's up to you guys. We do have a lot of younger players in the minors, right? So you don't really want to go out and get a player that, you know, has a lot of trade value just to make it better for this year. Like last year, I got Justin Williams to help our team make it to the playoffs. All right, that was the goal for Justin Williams, and we accomplished our goal. We got to the playoffs. Year 1, we didn't make the playoffs. Year 2, we did. Year 3, we did. And year 4, we did. So 3 years in a row now, the Arizona Coyotes look like they're going to be in the playoffs. So that was step number 1. Step number 2 is becoming a consistent second-round playoff team. Last year, we lost in the first round. So that's the next step. We have to become better than teams that are in the Western Conference playoff race. So look at a team like the Edmonton Oilers, Calgary Flames, Anaheim Ducks, who smoked us last year, right? They got 67 points. Minnesota, St. Louis, Dallas, Winnipeg. We have to get better rosters than these guys, basically. So if I take a look at our lines, yeah, I'll do all the we'll do all this right now. So there's our lines. I've just been going best lines the entire year, right? So I mean, they got Riley Smith, Yakupov, and Kopitar. Bodker on the second line with Hansel and Howla. Condra with Samuelson and Pierlini. Higgins with Boyle and Soderberg. Defense, Ekman Larson and Gormley. Yeah, because Yandel's not there, all right? And then goaltender. So, I mean, there's definitely spots on our roster that we can improve for this year's playoff run, but trading assets to get those, you know, they're going to be younger players that we want to either hold on to, or we're, you know, like Matthew Barzell. He's going to, no way we're trading him. He's 77 overall. Next year, he will be ready. All right? So, no way he's going anywhere. Marner, again, all these guys, like, there's no point in trading them. Marner, 73, 20 years old, 4-star. That's another center that we can use. Strome, another center that we can use, right? So, really nobody that we can use there. Bure, Blake Clark. I mean, I want to hold on to these guys. These guys are the future. Sprong, Korostelov. I wouldn't mind getting rid of one of these guys because they're both snipers, and I already have enough. Like, I already have Yakupov, Riley Smith, and, like, these guys are only, like, Yakupov's 4 years older than Sprong and 3 years older than Korostelov, you know what I mean? So I wouldn't mind trading one of those guys, supposedly. And then defensemen, like, I'm not getting rid of Mills, not getting rid of Pilon, not getting rid of McEwen. Like, I think this should be a year where we trust our team and go into the season with it. Gugo Vaz, he's 80, nope, ain't trading him. I can maybe trade this Marchand guy. I could trade Marchand, maybe. All right, and our draft picks for this year, we have our first. But I think, you know, we could trade our first. Yeah, but we traded away last year. Wouldn't be a bad idea to snag up your first-round picks, right? So let me just go through some of the teams here. You guys can look at the players that we could pick up for a one-year playoff run kind of thing. If there's a good young player out there that we could pick up that could be part of our franchise, then fine. But I don't know. I think we should give our team the chance. I wouldn't mind going after depth. If we need some depth, that's fine. Like, let me just get an example here. Like, there you go, like a Cronwall at 84, you know what I mean? Because he's got 2 years left. I'm sure his potential is crap. That's 3.5 star, but you know what I mean? Like, it's... I'm not saying I'm going to get him, but that's the kind of player I'm looking for. Mid-80s, low trade value. So, easy to get, and it does help your team out. All right. Gleason... Pusher. Alexander Semin's another one. You know, if we wanted a sniper, we already have enough snipers. Just examples. Boston. All right. So, there you go. We don't need a goaltender. Byzantine and Kemper are our dudes. We're waiting for Gugo Vaz. So, there's no need for that. Quickly, let's show you the AHL team. AHL team is 41, 15, and 5. So, Gugo Vaz is getting a lot of playing time and a lot of wins down there, which is good news. You know what? Before we check out the stats, let me just show you guys the progress reports. Let's see if anyone's gotten better this year. Nail Yakupov, he's actually gotten worse, it looks like, Nail Yakupov. Interesting. Now, that could be because last year he jacked up a little bit too good. I'll check his stats after. Gormley, he's gone up. Murphy, he's gone up. Ekman Larsson's gone up. Pierlini's probably gone up a little bit. Hansel's gone up a little bit. All right. Domi hasn't moved. I think maybe he's been injured. Yeah, well, no, he's got 57 games played. Never mind. Goalies, Byzantine and Kemper. All right. AHL, no, Gugo Vaz hasn't grown at all down there. That's interesting. He's just getting the natural growth. All skaters, Barzell went up by 13. Sprong, 9. Korostelov, Pilon, McEwen. All right, Pavel Bure. Yeah, these guys, the reason they're not getting that much anymore is because he's already 77. Like, that's third or fourth liner time. You know what I mean? So, that's okay. All right, very good. And then let's go to, last but not least, Stats Central. You know, I'm not going to check out the team standings because our team is playing fine right now. We know the lines that we need. I'm not going to take a look at that. We're in the playoffs, and to me, this doesn't feel like an improvement year. I don't think I should take this year and use it to trade players. We've been doing that the last few years of the trade deadline. I think I should give this team the chance. Kopitar's a point-per-game player this year, which is exactly what we needed. Yakupov, he's having a good year. Yeah, there's nothing wrong with that. Last year he was injured. He only had 26 points. This year he's got 53 in 63 games played. Now, Yakupov's having a great year. I don't care if he's dropped. Riley Smith, 42. Bodker, 42. I'll kind of see. You know what? Bodker's having a fine year. He's got the 20 goals. And because Kopitar is a point per game and Yakupov's 53, I'm fine with Bodker there. Smith, Hansel, 42. Howla, 34. Domi's got 20 points in his rookie season. Pierlini's got 17. All right, Teravainen's only got 7. So Teravainen's turning into somebody who might be trade bait eventually. I know he's got good potential, you know, but he's a playmaker, and Matthew Barzell is quickly taking over Teravainen's spot, especially when we already have Hansel, Kopitar, now Barzell. You know, there's a trade bait in there somewhere, and Teravainen might be one of them. Defenseman. Ekman Larsson's got 49 points, so he's returning to his Norris Trophy form right there. Very nice. Yandel, 35. All right. And then goaltenders. Now, should we continue the automated goalie rotations up into the playoffs, or should we choose a goalie now? Once again, Kemper's got the better goals against average, but this year, Byzantine is winning games. That was my argument for last year. Even though Byzantine and Kemper had similar stats, for some reason, Kemper was getting wins when he was playing. Byzantine, he's getting wins as well. All right, so I think Kemper's got a little bit of better of a ratio, but Byzantine's played more. Save percentage, Kemper's got a better save percentage. All right, but Byzantine has more shutouts. So yeah, it's neck and neck. Those guys are very similar. I really don't think it matters who we put in there. So we're going to end it right there. All right. You guys need to take a look at it. Well, you know, I'll go slowly through it. There you go. There you go. The Eastern Conference The Buffalo Sabres are in the lead with 84 points, and we have 83 points. So we are third in the NHL behind Edmonton and Buffalo. Wow, the NHL really has done a 180. All right, so let me know what you guys think, and I'll see you in the next one.